Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel Vijay Biology Tutorials, and today we are going to see a video regarding the story of microorganisms, that is class 8 lesson. And here this is the video about the worksheet, some of the questions related to that story of the microorganisms, and this worksheet was given by AP Vidya Varadi. So in Doordarshan many of the students are watching this channel, so from that channel they have released the worksheets also. So regarding that worksheets, some of the students are having the doubts, and to clarify the doubts I am doing the video. Okay, going to the topic. Before going to the topic, please do subscribe to my channel Vijay Biology Tutorials, and if you like the video, please share it and hit the bell button. Now going to the topic. Here some of the questions are given in the form of the blanks, and some of the questions are given in 1 mark question type, like that they have given. Now going to the first bit. The first bit is the scientist who has observed the microorganisms in a drop of lake water for the first time was. Here the answer is Antony von Leeuwenhoek. He is the scientist who has observed the microorganisms in a drop of lake water. Okay, so regarding this lesson already I have done a video. If you want, you can go and watch the video. Okay, so the first answer is Antony von Leeuwenhoek. He has observed in the drop of lake water. How did he observe? Means while he was sitting near to the lake, near to the lake, he observed that some of the organisms were moving in that water, but he cannot see that organisms with his naked eye, but he can observe the movement that was observed in the lake water. Okay, like that he has observed the microorganisms for the first time in a drop of lake water. What is the name of the scientist? Antony von Leeuwenhoek. Going to the second bit. Match the following they has given. Here we have different types of the microorganisms and we have to match it. Here bacteria, algae, protozoa was given, and the right side paramecium, lactobacillus, spirulina. Just if you see the matching, bacteria, lactobacillus, already I said that bacteria are having different shapes. They will be rod shaped bacteria, that is nothing but bacilli is called as rod shaped bacteria. They will be coccus shaped bacteria, means which are circular in shape, and there will be spiral shaped bacteria, there will be comma shaped bacteria. Like the different shapes of bacteria are there, and here bacteria example is lactobacillus is the answer. The second one is the algae. Algae, different types of the algae are there. Algae are generally green in color, which can do the process of the photosynthesis. Examples of the algae are Chlamydomonas, spirulina. Like that we are having number of examples. Then the third one is the protozoa. Protozoan examples are amoeba, paramecium. These are the unicellular organisms which we can't see with our naked eye. Okay, so the protozoa example is paramecium. Now if you see the options, you can see bacteria. For bacteria, lactobacillus is the answer, algae, spirulina is the answer, and protozoa, paramecium is the answer. And if you see the options, 1B, 2C, 3A is the correct answer for the second question. Going to the third question. What is the used by Leeuwenhoek to observe the microscope? So here we are saying that Leeuwenhoek is the first person who has observed the microorganisms. But how did he observe the microorganisms? We already know that the microorganisms are the small minute organisms which we can't see with our naked eye. As we can't see with our naked eye, the Leeuwenhoek has observed the microorganisms by using single lens microscope, which was a simple microscope used by him, single lens microscope. So the answer is single lens microscope. Later on compound microscope, electron microscope have been developed, but single lens microscope was first used by Antony von Leeuwenhoek, which was done by him only. Means the single lens microscope was prepared by him. The next bit is P. They have given two statements. One statement is P, the other statement is Q. See, let us read the first P statement. Chlamydomonas, amoeba and verticilla are some of the microorganisms. And Q statement is microorganisms can be observed with naked eye. So here if you observe the two statements, which one is right, which one is wrong? Let us just analyze it. The first statement is Chlamydomonas, amoeba and verticilla are some of the microorganisms. Yes, it's true. Chlamydomonas comes under the algae, which is a microorganism. Amoeba comes under the protozoan group, which is a microorganism. Verticilla also comes under the algae group, which comes under the microorganism only. So the first statement P is correct. But coming to the second statement, microorganisms can be observed with naked eye. If they can be observed with the naked eye, why should we use microscope? So this option is absolutely wrong, means the statement is wrong. So if you see the options, P is right but Q is wrong. P is wrong but Q is right. C option is both P and Q are right. D option is both P and Q are wrong. But what is the correct answer for this is P is right but Q is wrong. Okay, next going to the fifth question. Here the question is, they have given fungi and given a blank microarthropod, and they have said the example of the microarthropod is cyclops. So here you have to write the example of the fungi. One example of the fungi you will write is Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum is one of the example for fungi. So Penicillium notatum is the answer for it. Next, going to the next question. What are microorganisms? The microorganisms are the minute living organisms which we can't see with our naked eye. So that's why they are also some living organisms, but they cannot be seen with our naked eye. So the answer for it, if you want, you can note it down. The next question, how can we observe the microorganisms? Microorganisms can be observed with the help of the microscope. It may be a simple microscope, but if you see the viruses especially, they can be observed with compound microscope only. Okay, so these are the 7 questions, and let's go to the next question. Just hold on a while. We'll go to the next next question. Yeah, okay, here is the next question. The 8th question is, give examples for microorganisms. Already we said that different types of microorganisms are there. In the different types of the microorganisms, some of the microorganisms are bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoans, algae are some of the examples for microorganisms. Even microarthropods are also there as a microorganisms. So you can note it down. Next, going to the next question. How could Antony von Leeuwenhoek observe the microorganisms and what did he name them? Explain. So how was Antony von Leeuwenhoek was able to observe the microorganisms? So he did not observe the microorganisms directly with the naked eye. The name itself is saying that micro means small, which cannot be seen with our naked eye. So he himself prepared a powerful lens, single lens microscope, and through that single lens microscope he has observed the microorganisms, and he called that microorganisms as animalcules. He called the microorganisms as animalcules. So on his interest, he has designed such type of lenses. Hundreds of lenses he has designed, and by using that hundreds of lenses he observed different types of the organisms. So he prepared his own lens to observe the microorganisms, and after observing the microorganisms, he did not call them directly as microorganisms, but he called them as the animalcules. Later on, these animalcules, based upon their characters, later on they were given the names as the bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungi. Later on the names were given, but he did not give the name. If you listen to the answer once, Antony von Leeuwenhoek built a single lens powerful microscope which could magnify the object 300 times. So here the name itself is telling that single lens powerful microscope. So it can magnify the image for 300 times. This single lens powerful microscope helped him to observe small moving organisms and called them as animalcules. He did not call them as microorganisms, but he called them as the animalcules. But based on his interest, he observed different types of microorganisms. He did not name them. After number of years, the naming was done to that microorganisms. And coming to the last question, classify the microorganisms in 4 groups and tabulate them in a table with examples. So here you have to write down the microorganism and examples of the microorganisms in the table. So you can see the table. Here we have written one part microorganisms, and the other side we have written examples for that microorganisms. So first of all, let us see the microorganisms. What are the microorganisms we have written for it? So bacteria is one of the microorganism, fungi is one of the microorganism, protozoans are one of the microorganisms, algae are one of the microorganisms, microarthropods are one of the microorganisms. And if you see the examples for for this bacteria, lactobacillus. One of the example is lactobacillus, which is very very important for curdling of the milk. So for the preparation of the curd, this lactobacillus is very important, which converts the milk to curd at warm temperature, not at very hot temperature or not at very cool temperature. The lactobacillus is active, or it actively divides only at the if the temperature is moderate, means warm. The next one is the Escherichia coli. The Escherichia coli is a organism, bacteria that lives in the small intestine, which helps in the process of the digestion. So we can't say that all the microorganisms are harmful, and we can't say all the microorganisms are useful. So based on some of the microorganisms are very harmful, while some of them are very much useful, without which we can't survive. Let us take some examples like antibiotics, tablets which we are using nowadays. All these are prepared from the microorganisms. The next example is the Streptococcus bacteria. So these are the examples for the bacteria. And the second one is the fungi. Fungi examples are Penicillium notatum. So generally, it will be taken as an injection. Penicillium, Rhizopus, nothing but bread mold. If you keep the bread like that only for few days in a moist place, there you can observe this Rhizopus fungi. The next one is the Aspergillus. These are the examples for the fungi. And the next group of microorganisms are protozoans, amoeba, paramecium, plasmodium species. So amoeba do not have a particular shape, it is a unicellular organism. Paramecium is a slipper shaped animalcule, and plasmodium species are responsible for causing the fevers. Okay, malaria. This malaria fever is caused due to the plasmodium species. Okay, the next one is the algae. So different types of the algae are there. Algae will be greenish in color. It can do the process of the photosynthesis due to the presence of the chlorophyll. Here some of the examples of the algae are Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, Verticella. Like that, number of organisms are there. The next one is the microarthropods. These microarthropods, these are just arthro. Arthro means joint legged. Arthro means joint legged. Here the microarthropods are the next step of microorganisms, and the next the one step below the mosquitoes. So like if you see insects can be seen with our naked eye, but microorganisms cannot be seen with our naked eye. So these are in between, the means the size will be in between the microorganism and the insect, means we can see with our eye. Microarthropods can be seen with our naked eye. The examples are Cyclops, Daphnia, Scabismites are the examples for the microarthropods. So basing on the microorganisms, we have written what different types of the microorganisms with their examples we have written. So we have covered all the 10 questions in the worksheet. I think you have understood the video. If you're having any doubts, you can comment me and I'll clarify your doubts. So if you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel.